Who's ready?
I'm ready whenever you're
ready for something. I don't know what I'm ready for. Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Common Ground Podcast, your favorite podcast where we talk about your favorite format, Pauper. It is episode 55. Time to go get the prostate exam for our podcast.
Jeez.
Don't wait till you're 50.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't wait till you're 50. Go get it beforehand. That's serious. I am your co-host, Cameron Schindler, joined as always by the drama-starting Thomas Gunn.
Oh boy,
Now we got one.
Further from the truth.
No, you're right.
I have worked very hard to get away from drama. The drama likes to find me.
But as I say, but it follows you everywhere you go.
Like a shadow.
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah. No complaints.
None?
Well,
Good for you.
Well,
I'm also joined by our other co-host,
No.
James Hippo Hieronymus. What's up, brother?
Hola.
I do have some complaints about the outcome of the American election.
Okay.
But we don't have to get too into it.
This is everyone's escape from reality.
Right. Yeah.
Escape from reality.
Yeah, I never want to take that away from folks, but I also do want to make sure, we're also real people in a real world, and
Yep.
this kind of sucks.
Yeah. And just tell your affected friends, especially like your trans friends, tell them you love them.
Yeah.
And support them in any way you can.
Also unrelated, but we found out after we recorded last week. Just took a gentle reminder to tell your friends that you love them.
Yeah, that's very sad.
Yeah.
Yes.
A bit of a blow to the not a bit of a blow, quite a blow.
Quite a blow
to the magic community this past
Yeah.
week. So condolences to
Jonathan
affected
Burstoff and his family and the affected people
And if
around him.
You're ever feeling that way, reach out, go get help.
Yep.
There's
Agreed.
resources and stuff, and everybody has value.
That's right.
Everybody is somebody something.
But you know what's not valuable?
Our
Commons.
Our Pauper collection.
Commons.
Yeah, let's just wrap it. Woo! Ream! This is, I already said it's episode 50.
Yeah.
What are we talking about again? I already forgot.
We're gonna talk about some Foundations cards. There's a handful of stuff to talk about in Foundations.
yeah.
It's mostly a reprint set because it's gonna be like legal and standard for 5 years, which is
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that for standard.
I like that.
purposes.
I like that too. That's gonna be cool. And
We went to pre-release. We did some pre-releasing this past weekend. Had a blast.
That was really fun. I loved it.
The one pre-release I did, I had a blast of a time.
Yeah,
I played
same.
in 4 and had so many just like fun interactions. I didn't put it together, but our friend Jay, he always 2-head giant Sunday pre-releases with this kid, and this was his 12-year-old's first pre-release. Like, Jay was with him, obviously. They brought him there, but like playing by himself.
I got to do a two-headed giant with Jay.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, he usually plays with his
I
son.
know.
But yes. This was his son's first like solo pre-release. Yes, Jay was there too, but it was like really cool. It looks like he had a blast. Hopefully, it wasn't too rowdy for him.
He beat me in round 3.
Good.
of
That was
Yeah,
hype.
he did. It was a sick match. He played really well.
I walked by. I heard you say like he did some takesy backsy, so I had to give you some crap. You know?
we both give each other like 1. It's fine.
So good job.
Pre-release.
Good job, Cy. Way to give Thomas. Way to give him to him. He deserves it.
I made a mistake towards the end of the game.
Just full of excuses.
He had no. I'm not full of excuses. I'm outlining a mistake I made that he didn't let me take back. He's got 2 of the new rare Kellen. It's the 1 mana 2/1 that you can like level it up a couple times basically. And he had gotten a couple +1/+1 counters on it. And I was like, okay, well, we're like top decking. He hits Kellen, it gets some counters on it or whatever, and then I untap and I find like it's a card we may talk about later. I think it's called Infestation Sage. It's a single black mana for a 1/1, and it dies into a 1/1 insect with flying. And I had a Bushwhack in my hand, which is a fight spell, and I was like, oh sweet, all right, I'm gonna get Kellen off the board, and I'm like, play the Infestation Sage, Bushwhack targeting Kellen, and Sai looks down and looks up at me and it's like, okay. And I was like, oh, Kellen has 2 +1/+1 counters on him.
Yes. Yes!
Okay.
Right!
And and I put my bushwhack in the graveyard. I put my infestation sage in the graveyard. Got my insect token, and I passed the turn.
That's so brutal at a pre-release. That's awesome.
Oh man, I was running on fumes. My deck was sweet, but it petered off a little bit. We were both like kind of running on fumes, and he got me in the end there.
Pre-release is fun. I feel like it attracts, I know it attracts like a lot of like more casual people and stuff. So it's like fun talking to those people and playing with them and hearing like what they think of the cards and stuff like that. All that fun stuff. Just like really, really fun moments. I feel like the set had like opening in the pre-release kits had a lot of duplicate rares because I had 2 of like the giant, the 3/6 giant in one of my kits. I had 2 of the 9 lives familiar rares in one of my kits. So I had like a lot of like
have this experience.
I also did not have this.
I guess that's like 2 out of 4 for me. So
I did open a Progenitus in my one pre-release.
Did you play it?
Of course not.
No, come on.
I'm not a psychopath.
weak.
I was
Scintillus would be
trying to
disappointed.
play actual games.
Like I guess the coolest highlight I'll do real quick is when I had 2 of these 3 blue 3/6 giant wizard in play. It makes your instance.
Oh, no, not Arcanist.
Nope, it makes your instant sorceries cost 1 less, and whenever you cast instant sorcery, you draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them in play. I had a 3 blue instant that draws 3 cards and costs 1 less if you control a wizard, and so it costs 3 less because I control a wizard, and I had 2 of the giants in play, and so it was blue, draw 5 cards at instant speed. Just better ancestral recall with the 2 giants in play. It was stupid. And my opponent's like, that is dumb. And I'm like, I agree. And one last recap for pre-release too, and I'll shut up. It was just so much fun. I had a blast. Our buddy Carson, he opened Runescar Demon and he opened 2 Runescar Demons.
Yeah.
So double rare again. And I gotta watch him go Runescar Demon. So it's a 7 mana demonic tutor on a stick. And he casts a Runescar Demon.
And by stick, you mean a 5/5 flyer.
6/6.
Yeah, a 6/6, a big flyer, a clock in pre-release. This is a weaker set too.
It's a 6/6.
And it's a 6/6.
I thought it was
Yeah. You're wrong.
But I watch him cast Runescar Demon.
You're rarely wrong.
I was like, mark it on the calendar.
You're rarely wrong about Magic cards.
I watch
Suck
him
him.
cast Runescar Demon, search his library, grab the other Runescar Demon and put it in his hand. I'm cackling because I'm sitting next to him just laughing, and he starts laughing. I'm like, that is so cool. The value.
The vibes were good just with the cards too. Like this is
Oh my
I think they may have really struck gold with a very good
beautiful.
introductory product.
Well, even then, it's like I heard like just listening to some of like the limited podcasts and some other podcasts, people's opinions too. Like some people complaining that it was like, yeah, this might not be as fun to draft as Dustborn because it's like way more like simple. And I'm like, that's okay.
Right.
Like Magic has just been on this like word creep for the past 6, 7, 8 years, and it's just like it's so refreshing. My games didn't feel dull. Like I didn't feel like it was dumbed down Magic at all.
No, this is but like having
Like
more,
classic Magic.
I was like but playing like big quote like base set style Magic is still very fun.
The game is complex enough to where it's still fun and interactive. You don't need cards like Fable, the Mirror Breaker to make a fun interactive game. Like I gotta play Sarah Angel in a sealed pool and it be good. That's awesome. Love it. 10 out of 10 set. Should we talk about the set in relations to what's that format?
Pauper.
Pauper.
Oh yeah, the podcast.
Yeah, the format we talk about sometimes.
Sometime when we're not talking about Cube or pre-release
Yeah,
or
you know.
Thomas playing in Pro Tours or
Well, that hasn't happened for a while.
Hippo and
Hopefully
I
it will happen again in 2025. That's the goal.
playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you know.
Or whatever music I happen to talk about.
Yes. All right. Foundations. So like you said, it was a standard set. A lot of reprints. I think it was 50-50 reprints and new cards.
It's mostly reprints.
Okay. I think it was 50-50. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so like not like a bunch of reprints, so like stuff like Tolarian Terror, Lateral Elves. I think those are gonna be very impactful.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll slot into something.
Yeah, so it's like those are nice reprints to get out there if you didn't have it already. Expedition Map, even though it's banned, we'll probably get them banned maybe one day. But who wants to start us off?
Did you say that card's banned?
Expedition Map? No.
Expedition, it's legal.
Yeah, I didn't say it was banned.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you definitely just did.
You just did.
Rewind the tape.
Nope. The expedition map, even though it's banned, I'll probably get on banned maybe one day. Nope.
I'm fairly certain you just said that card is banned. It was banned at one point.
That's what it was.
They just heard you
That's
say
what
it
was.
again, so
That's what it was. That was my fault. Okay.
probably with a
I admit
sound
it.
effect in it.
Cut a finger off. Yeah, they'd probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Our
See?
smart
See?
mouth editor
See?
just.
See? Getting ahead of
I
it.
bet he
ahead of
did
it.
like a rewind tape sound or like a do sound in there. I'm gonna start us off. I'm gonna take.
Now I know what sound I'm gonna use.
I'm gonna take the easiest white card. Or who wants this one? Who wants to lay up? We'll let Hippo have
James
the
is
layup.
talking about it. James has been talking about this card for a while.
So the card in question is a card called Heir Apparent. Sick little card. It is. 1 second, let me pull it up.
The art's kind of cute, too. There's like some Last Supper portrait going on in the background.
All right, so it is 1 and a white for a 2/2 Rabbit Noble. When this creature enters, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control, named Heir Apparent. A deck can have any number of cards named Heir Apparent. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago when we did some Cube, and we're all goofing off and talking and whatnot, and the joke would come up with like a deck full of these and like winding ways and lead the stampedes. So you just have infinity of these, and you just make so many tokens. It'd be hilarious. I think the card is probably the best of this style of card that we have gotten for this format. The only other one that I think can hold a candle to this one is Persistent Petitioners, and there's some like weird stuff that you can do with that one that
You've seen decks come up with that every now and then.
Every once in a while. But this one specifically, it is a way to like put physical bodies onto the board that can attack. Like that is a huge bonus.
It feels like it has like the most like legs because we've seen like Slime Against Humanity and like March Machines, and we've had somebody in our local group like bring that to the monthlies and stuff, and it seems to be mostly just like a janky little brew deck.
Yeah,
but
the threshold of 2 mana spell versus 3 mana spell is huge.
Yeah, and I think being able to find this off Winding Way or Lead the Stampede is actually huge, and being able to pump it with the is it Guardian's Pledge?
His Guardian's Pledge is the white +2/+2 to all white creatures.
That's
control.
huge.
Yeah, no,
Prismatic Strands.
Maybe Strands. Maybe play 4 Militia Buglers and 4 Ephemerate. So Ephemerate these.
You can say that's where you get at some point where you're starting to dilute stuff.
Yeah, maybe
where
just
you
the
don't want that.
Ephemerates.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember the initial like run of this that I had in my brain was like running like some of the land cyclers that you could just like.
Yeah, because you were saying Eagles of the North is like actually not terrible.
It's not terrible because at some point you just play as a pump spell. Like
Right.
it's a 6-mana pump spell, which is
Right.
totally fine. Even you could just get away with just playing the Eagles and play your however many tap lands you want to for the like the green effect to draw these. I'll draw all these cards, or even you can do something even a little bit different. You can forego the green completely, play blue, and play Distant Melody, and just draw actual infinity cards.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
That's funny.
But
if you live
survive.
long enough.
if we live long enough to
cast,
if we live in
multiple
magical Christmas
Distant
land,
Melody.
this card is very cool.
and it's like, and being in white too, because like I think about this, and it's like, okay, so Breath Weapon is just lights out. So it's like you have Strands though to like stop Breath Weapon.
And say that my only thing about that is at what point do you strike the balance between like having ways to draw these and ways that like help either like push through to end the game or push through to protect your creatures.
Yeah.
Like how much of that are you actually trying to play?
Balanced with like
what's
how many
the
of
number,
these do you
like
actually
what's
play
the
too?
like what's the number?
Right.
And I feel like Elves gets away with it because it's not 40 copies of the same card or whatever. It's like their threats are so diverse. Like they have like I guess less so now. Like they used to go really, really wide, and they're kind of slimming down, going more tall now, or just like long rectangle, I guess, because like they're doing a lot of the pump stuff. They have the Well-Wisher plan. It's just like, okay, the red deck can't beat me gaining 10 life every turn cycle, so it's like we'll do this plan. So it's like they have a diversification versus like Heir Apparent is just like swing, which is cool. I don't know. It feels like out of these cards, it has like the most legs out of these, but we'll have to see where it goes. Maybe this will be a brew that one of us gets handed.
Who knows? This might be this might be it. This would be super sick.
Thomas, did you have a white card?
Not necessarily something I particularly.
Was it Squad Rallier?
No.
Oh, I had Squad Rallier, but I'm not huge on either. It's just a 3 and a white for a 3/4 creature human scout, but it has the recruitment officer text of 2 and a white activated ability. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a card with power 2 or lesser among them and put it in your hand for the rest of the
It's
box.
not quite recruitment
so this
officer.
effect,
No.
this
That's
effect,
mana value
this-
3 or
I was like,
less.
this effect kind of exists. There's a card from War of the Spark. It's a Grizzly. I can't remember exactly the name of the card, but it's like a 2/2 that you can pay 4 mana into it. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature, you can put it into your hand.
Okay, that's a little harder set by like just the top. Like this is like, but I think this being
It's also
4
basically Militia Bugler. It's the Militia Bugler ability, right? Look at the top 4. Put a creature with power 2 or less.
Yeah, Militia
Oh
Bugler's
yeah,
just
this is
better.
Like it literally,
Yeah.
it literally calls out that between the call of the bugler and the shrill squawk of her mount.
Oh, that's
soul
funny.
slept through morning muster.
I thought this was like cool. Like if this was a 1 mana 2/1.
Is this Militia
awesome.
Bugler? Is this Militia Bugler riding a Squadron Hawk?
More like a raptor.
This is a 3/4,
It's like a
correct?
raptor. It's a 3/4.
Yeah.
So its stats together
That is
are
true,
that.
but it doesn't fly.
Well,
But
I tried.
Oh,
I-
It's too heavy. It's too heavy. He's too heavy for the squawk.
it being a 4-drop and not impacting the board immediately, I think kind of disqualifies
Yeah.
it from being Pauper playable or whatever. But it was like this ability is just something to look out for if it's ever stapled onto like a cheaper creature. Could be huge for like mono white weenie or something. But just an effect I like, but sadly stapled to too high cost of a body.
yeah. I didn't really have anything else in white.
Should
I
we-
have a blue card though.
What is your blue card, Thomas?
My blue card is Elementalist Adept.
That was my blue card.
It is beat you to it. It is 1 and a blue for a human wizard. It's a 2/1, and it has flash and prowess. That's it. I think it's kind of a neat little flash threat. If like we're getting almost to a point where we could do something like a
blue green flash.
like a woo or something like a flash spells tempo deck that like it's kind of hard when Terror and Delver kind of eat up a bunch of that space, and like a 5/5, a 1 mana 5/5 is just such a nice threat compared to most anything else you can play in blue. But I like it. Just a 2 mana 2/1 flash prowess, just end a turn, put it in, untap, maybe cast a Ponder, a Lightning Bolt, just get in for 4. Like, that's not unreasonable.
Was hot dogs ever Is It colors?
Yeah,
Yeah, it used to be
it'll-
back in the day for Nivik Cyclops.
Yeah,
So that
it'll,
was
okay.
big
and it'll
deal.
splash blue occasionally for like interaction or something.
At this point, I think all the threats are lean enough because they've gained a threat since like the blue-red version was like a thing that they don't need to play a second color. It's easier just to like on mana to just play mono red at this rate.
That makes sense. I like this card. It's like almost there. It's so weird. Like 2 mana flash and prowess is pretty sick though.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
cool stats. I do too. It's just like you said. It's just very hard when Terror exists and
Yeah.
Delver Secrets. So it's a card to look out for. Did you have another blue card, Hippo?
I have no blue cards.
I have no blue cards either.
I had one other card I wanted to call out. It's Refute. It's 1 blue for an instant. It's counter target spell. Draw a card, then discard a card.
So this is simply better cancel.
Yeah, if you're in the market for a 3 mana counter spell, this is probably
Well,
around the best of the bunch.
Don't we
unless you have a
don't we
niche
have one
effect.
that manifests dread? Or am I just crazy?
There
It has an
yeah,
option.
there
it
is
has an option of either doing
it's
one or
counter
the other.
target. It's a counter spell or it's manifest dread. Yeah, which is also an option we had from that effect. Again, really hard for counter spells to compete with actual counter spell and like
Yeah,
blue blast and things
three,
like that.
3 mana is pretty rough.
Then like the deck's playing the 3 mana ones. It's a lot of it's colorless, so it's like Familiars can discount it, or Tron can play with like Unwind. Like people want to either
Sure,
play
yeah,
like the
yeah.
Unwinds or Loose Focus, so they can replicate it.
Yep.
So it's hard to compete with those in those market too, or Exclude.
Yeah.
It's the 2 and a blue one, but just does creatures, but draws a card too.
Mhm.
God, I hope that's a common. I said it pretty confidently. Black cards. Hippo, you're up.
I have got one. It's got Pilfer.
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, this is a downshift.
This is a downshift. So 1 in the black for sorceries. As target player reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it. The player discards the card. It's just Thoughtseize. 2 mana,
Yeah.
but Thoughtseize nonetheless.
Thoughtseize. Without the drawback of losing 2 life.
There's no drawback of losing 2 life. Honestly, this format is slow enough that you could get away with playing this card. This is a card that I think Gardens would probably play.
Yeah,
Like, potentially.
double.
Because you can essentially look at this card like as like a two part thing. Like it's a removal spell for the hand. Like, 'cause you can just take, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's not restrictive to whatever you're taking. You can view it as just a way to take something out of their hand, or you can view it as a second, like another removal spell. Like, you're just not letting them invest the mana into putting the card on the board.
Yeah.
So
And it's less of a tempo swing too if you're doing it like turn 2 versus turn 1 or turn 2 versus turn 3 because you had to play a tap land first or whatever.
Yeah.
So that could be like a little rough on the mana.
Could be.
And like with Gardens too, it's like I think like the deck plays Duress too because it covers like the combo matchups versus like the creatures. You're fine because you just kill them all.
That's why I said this one is serving kind of just like a dual purpose. It's a 2 mana quote 2 mana removal spell, but it can also just function take whatever card out of
No, I like it. It being like non-conditional is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if there were a mono black or black X control deck that was similar to Gardens, but maybe didn't want to have to play quite as long of a game as Gardens can, then I think Pilfer gets even more attractive there because, like you said, Gardens will just kill anything that they can't duress, but Pilfer might fit better for a deck that maybe can't kill absolutely everything.
Agree.
Yeah, it's a neat call out.
Do you have any black cards, Thomas, before I move to green?
I do.
Ooh.
Oh, you're just gonna skip red entirely, huh?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I didn't have any red cards.
I don't think I have any red cards.
Yeah, that's funny.
I also do not have
Red doesn't need any more cards.
No, we're good.
Stop
we got the monkey. The monkey was.
Stop it.
We got a toy. They
Ragavan?
literally got a toy. What?
Oh, I figured I'm a Ragavan.
No,
got
the monkey
downshifted.
toy.
I was scared.
I mean, it's kind of like Ragavan.
Kind of.
If you think about, we do. Are we really doing this every time? Is this Ragavan?
I didn't even do it this time. This wasn't even my fault.
That's okay.
I guess I started it.
Tempo.
The other black card that I wanted to
Ragavan
chat about
spell.
is the card I mentioned earlier. It's Infestation Sage. It's a single black mana for an elf warlock. It's a 1/1, and when it dies, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token with flying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically Doom Traveler, which is a white version of this that dies into a 1/1 spirit with flying. But now we have it in black. So if you wanted to play around with like Carrion Feeder or just have another creature, like if your local metagame cares more about having like bodies on the board, you could potentially play this in like the green black brood scale shells instead of like shambling, well maybe not shambling glass, that's the best one, but maybe instead of the pirate that scries or like dies into a treasure or whatever. Like if you want bodies over treasures, then maybe that gets them. I don't know, the treasures are still probably better.
And a shambling Geist being able to choose to give like
Shambling
another token.
yeah.
Neg
You
one,
don't.
neg
I
one.
don't think this replaces
Yeah,
Shambling Geist in
yeah.
any capacity. As I was thinking about it as I was saying it, but I think it's cool. I think that it is yet another piece that if we do get something like a sacrifice deck together, if enough pieces come together for something like that, then this could potentially be a piece of that puzzle. And like we also do have Doom Traveler if we wanted to be like black white or something like that.
And we did get a listener question about a sack deck style thing too that we might wrap around to at the end depending how we're feeling.
Yeah.
And
I think we will. I think we'll have time.
yeah. No red cards. I'll kick it to green.
No red card. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't have a red card.
I don't have a red card.
Double check.
Burst lightning. It's already common.
It's a reprint. I'm excited for that in standard. I'm playing that on Saturday.
Ah.
Oh yeah, Team Trios Saturday.
Oh yeah.
If you're in the Middle Tennessee area and you're still
should-
interested in playing,
You should plug that at the beginning.
Yeah. No, it's too late.
You can't spicy.
I'm not. I don't like doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, come play Team Trios, and we'll post the Twitch link in the description this week.
Yo. Okay. Cool. Send
Yeah.
that to me.
I will. Yeah, no red cards.
Great content.
Thanks, buddy.
This is why we don't get paid.
Yet. What's your green card, Cameron?
My green. Oh, I thought you would never ask. You mentioned it in your side story.
Oh, I
Bushwhack.
did. Oh, another downshift.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to get like really many downshifts.
No, I didn't even realize this wasn't a common before too. And like when I was like sorting
Oh,
through
yeah.
Scryfall and like new commons, and it popped up. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
weird. I feel like there's like so many similar effects. But anyway, Bushwhack, green, sorcery. Choose one, only one. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Or target creature you control fights target creature you do not control.
Mm-hmm.
Each deals damage equal to its power to the other.
I do like that all the Foundations cards have all the reminder text necessary.
There's a couple that necessary. Yeah, there is. Is it There's one that looked really clean, like no flavor text. And it just like wasn't Llanowar for time stop or something. Just had like no flavor text. It was just like a line of text, and it looks sick.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember either, but I'm great. Bushwhack, really sick. I like this.
It's giant growth. That's what you're probably looking for.
Yes, it was giant growth. It was 100% giant growth. Thank you.
Yeah.
No flavor text, no reminder text. Just beautiful giant growth. Bushwhack though, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is like a really clean card. It's like super versatile because you can find the land in the low land count decks, or if you're a deck like Boggles, I think really likes this kind of thing.
Sure.
Because you can get that fight in there, and it's like versatile, like bite down. I know Boggles plays bite down, or not bite down,
ram
but
through.
ram
They
through.
play ram through only because it's
Trample.
the trample text
Which is
on that is
sick.
so sick.
Oh
But,
yeah.
like-
Andy died to it the other day when I was up there working.
Oh man, like
He
being
was like, "What's ram?" He was like, "Wait, how did I die?" And I was like, "They cast ram through." I'm like, "Yeah, they cast ram through."
being half the cost though is big. Also, it being able to like find your land, and I've seen like Boggles matches where the person keeps one land because of the hand. Other than that's great. They just need like a second one, like to play the game, and they're fine. It's like this can find you your second land for the game, and you can be fine. But like first priority fight spell is sick. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? Any other homes besides that? Not gardens, but Ponza.
Ponza could potentially play this. I don't think. I think you nailed. I think the most real deck that would play this is Boggles, but I think the extra little bit of text on ram through is just huge for that deck. They also play copies of like Ash Baron in their deck, so that kind of is in the same vein as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just replace Ash Barons.
could
That's
play
bold.
could cut down on copies of Ash Barons and play some number.
Yeah,
of
Ash
these.
Barons can't cast your spells anyway. Like it's not like
Not very many of them.
no, it's not like familiars where like I've had the sick line of like bouncing with a bounce land my Ash Barons and cycling or whatever. It's like that's just a waste in that deck, which is hard. You know.
Now
You have a green card for
I
this?
sure do.
Oh yeah,
I sure do have a green card for you.
this is another downshift.
It is in fact a downshift from Origins. So the card is Dwinnen's Leet. Dwinnen's Leet is 1 and a green for a 2/2 elf warrior. When this creature enters, if you control another elf, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token.
Boggles again.
Oh yeah, this is for sure fitting in Boggles. No, goes in the beloved elf deck. This is a sick one. This is a really really cool upgrade. I don't know where this slots in. I'll be honest.
Yeah, the elf lists now are pretty streamlined.
I was like, they're pretty streamlined,
But this is a really cool thing to
sweet,
think about.
and I think I would probably
I thought you
force
meant,
copies of this into my
I
deck.
thought you meant like what deck this is. I thought we're still on that joke.
Does this go in Teamer Terror?
Yeah, Teamer Terror. Ooh,
Speaking of
spicy,
that,
spicy,
that's
spicy,
hot.
spicy.
Speaking
See,
of
we have so much
Teamer
spice to talk
Terror.
about. No, this card's sick. Elves adds 2 mana.
Yeah, off of your
Priest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, the card's very sick.
And also you can tap. You can tap.
You can use
them
it.
both
Actually, it is
with Burst Lore, right?
It with Burst Lore on its
Yeah.
own is insane.
Yeah,
Because those two were just free up immediately.
it just gives you a mana back.
Yeah, just the 2 mana immediately nets you a mana back, which is super sick.
Not Pauper related at all. Another pre-release story, but it was so funny. I'm sitting next to Anna, our friend Anna. She opens 2 Galtas in her sealed kit. Again, another duplicate rare. I was seeing them everywhere. She opens 2 Galtas, and then she opens Giant Growth, and she's like, "This is Dark Ritual for Galta." It is actually
Yeah, it is.
Dark
Yeah, it is.
Ritual.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That is sick. Is this Dark Ritual?
It's dark.
That's a good one. I'm gonna post that one. Any other green cards, gold cards, colorless cards, or is that all we got?
I had one green card to shout out quickly. I don't think this really gets there, but I thought it was interesting to think about. It's called Ambush Wolf. It's 2 and a green for a 4/2 with flash. And when this creature enters, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard.
Yeah.
So just like a 3 mana decent body, can exile something out of the graveyard. It's got flash. If you are playing some sort of green stompy beatdown deck and you really got to make sure you take care of like a single card in the graveyard, cool, maybe. But again, just it was something that caught my eye, but I don't think it really slots into anything in particular.
Agreed. So pretty simple set. Not a ton of super impactful downshifts. The ones that we got were really cool. Like I think the elf and the bushwhack are probably like the most.
Oh yeah, we don't have any
impact.
multicolored cards that come in this.
Nope,
right?
they're all signpost
right.
uncommons.
Mm-hmm. Like, so I feel like those two cards are actually pretty impactful. The hair is pretty cool. I feel like a lot of people are going to enjoy brewing around that. That's going to, like, people love that stuff. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to have another $5 common.
I mean,
piece.
that's the style of card that does that. That's inevitable to happen. I mean, look at every time that's ever happened. Like
Slime, yeah.
Slime.
I was buy listing those for 204.
Petitioners. People did it with Shadowborn Apostle back in the day too.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, we'll be having Game Nights in an episode, and that car like shot up in price too. Afterwards, we have a listener question. Should we move into that real quick?
Sure.
Any final thoughts and foundations before we leave
Set
it?
is super sick. If you get a chance to, go out and draft it,
Please,
you pick up If you have people in your life who are interested in learning to play Magic, and maybe it's something you would consider gifting them for the holidays upcoming, like consider gifting them a starter collection. I think it's a really, really
There's
solid
a beginner's
way to,
box too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The starter.
There's two different products. There's a starter collection and a beginner box. The beginner box will tell you how to play. I think it'll be like the unshuffled decks, kind of like the other things. So there's a beginner box and a starter collection. Get them both.
Interesting. Yeah, do both.
Look at us be shills for capitalism.
Do it. Go support your LGS.
Yeah. Go get it from your LGS.
buy it
There
from
you
your
go.
local store.
Good point, Hippo.
You're welcome.
Bring it around.
Yeah, sick set.
Don't buy it off
Really cool.
Amazon.
Yeah, don't do that.
Please.
Go to a local game store and buy it from them.
Yeah.
Keeps the lights on.
Yeah. Listener question. Who wants to read it? I don't have it pulled up. I guess I'm pulling it up.
I was like,
I can pull it up. I got
Okay,
it.
you got it. He's got it. Oh my God, Croissant, you're so cute.
All right, so this is from a comment on last week's episode on Spotify. Comes from Alex, who asks, "Do you think a Jund sack deck would be possible with Writhing Chrysalis?"
I think it's
To which
like
Cameron
4
responded.
sadistic glees, 4 basket.
that's what I was like. I was like, I think that just looks. It looks like what you would do basically just without that combo in it. You would just kind of remove that, I guess.
Yeah, I get the idea. You're wanting like the aristocrat style stuff, which is like what I played like EDH or like even like in limited formats. I love
Or in other formats, like it showed up in. It was a key part of the standard format a few years ago. It's a
kind of in modern.
It's a big deck. Yeah, every once in a while it shows up in modern.
Well, like
it's
the Mardu energy deck.
With Goblin Bombardment in a way, and it's a big part of the Pioneer metagame between Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven,
Just did
Mayhem
really
Devil, like food. There's some green black stuff with food with Igra and Scavenger's Talent.
Yeah, it put 2 in the top 8 of.
It won the European RC.
Yeah, it put
the green black deck.
Then it put Mingu in there. The Jund version.
Yeah, Mengu and Turlitzy.
Yeah, so that's super cool. So no, I get what you mean by that. We're just being butts.
Yeah.
like
but
Jund
like
deck.
that style of deck.
Yeah.
So I was texting you boys about it earlier, and we were kind of outlining some initial thoughts of the thing about Sacrifice in Pauper. Unfortunately, as much as it would be really cool to have this style of deck in the format, the outlets and the like role players don't really exist, unfortunately.
I think the outlets exist. We have Carrion Feeder. Carrion Feeder is amazing.
We do have Carrion Feeder.
Makeshift Munitions is fine.
A card that I mentioned and I was like, this card would be banned if this card was legal in the format, and it's not, because it is legal in the format. It's Cartel Aristocrat.
That is true. There's another one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that got downshifted a couple years ago.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
But we're missing like the payoff. Like, yes, we have Carrion Feeder is like weird. I wouldn't call it a payoff.
You just don't have like a blood artist. Like we don't have like a good blood artist effect.
There's like a 5-mana one. Is like Noble or whatever.
Isn't there one in this that like 3-mana one in this set?
There's a Zulaport Cutthroat in this set. It's a different Zulaport Cutthroat with a different name, but it's that uncommon.
Yeah, that 2-mana one. I think
thinking.
there exists a 4-mana Noble thing, which also might be an
Falcon
uncommon.
Wrath Noble is also an uncommon.
Okay, see, even then though, 4 is a lot for it to like maybe even at 4, if like you built this huge board you're about to sacrifice, and then at 4 mana you tap out and do it after you have this huge board. Maybe that isn't terrible,
right?
But we don't have the outlet, like Hippo said. We like our best thing is there's a 2-mana Mortician Beetle and there's Mortician Beetle, and it's just big beat stick. Right. Isn't where it's
like
at
Carrion Feeder, it's just like it just gets bigger and then
exactly. Even having like
there's no like the amount of like good graveyard recursion for things like I'll equate to like older formats, like things to do with things like blood gas, like having a recursive threat like that.
Yeah,
like the closest thing, I think the closest thing we have is like that Transmogrant card from the
MH3
set.
Yeah.
Even
But that's a lot of mana.
Yeah,
to like, buy it back over time.
I'm like, that's the equivalent type of card we would have.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, that's just so much mana investment, and it's not
Right.
like hitting. Like, it is coming back directly into play, but it's coming back and tapped. It doesn't have it doesn't like gain any other ability. So it's just kind of like a medium threat
And
in that regard.
I feel like the two closest decks we've seen pop up into a challenge in this, it's very much not Jundi. And I feel like these decks don't work is because they don't have that attrition stuff with the Blood Artists and stuff. And then it's just like, okay, well, this Jund combo is just like the best thing to do if I'm going to be playing similar cards. But we've seen like Saki decks pop up a couple times. We remember that Kerblinski list.
I just actually had a brilliant idea, and it came from Jay's Cube.
We had that Kerblinski. I'm going to let you cook on that for a second.
Yeah.
We had that Kerblinski list, which it was kind of like the kitty cat with the Cauldron Familiar, but we don't have the Witch's Oven.
Yeah.
But Cauldron Familiar reads you can sacrifice a food and return it from the graveyard to the battlefield, and when it enters, it'll drain your opponent for one.
Right. So that is a win condition in a way.
Yeah.
You just have to have it happen a lot of times. So you need a lot of food.
But it played foods like the carrot cake, the limbus, and stuff. And so like that was like kind of cool. And I had a second deck in mind, but I'll throw it to Hippo real quick.
Okay, so the idea, so the question was with Writhing Chrysalis. That's the big part.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have a way to tie the room together because if you want to play things, sorry, my bad.
No,
If you want to play things that like play all the like make Scion cards, like you have Malevolent Rumble, Eldrazi Repurposer, the Writhing Crystals itself.
Yep.
Sure, there's some other card I can't.
So many spawns.
Blister Pod.
You could play Blister Pod if
Technically,
you
you
really
could
wanted.
play
That one
Blister.
actually makes a Scion.
You need to make
rest of them make
spawns for this particular to work.
Oh, okay.
But it does say sacrifice on the card to cast this. So the card is Hand of Emrakul.
Okay.
It's 9 mana 7/7. It's a 9 mana 7/7. Says whenever you may sack 4 Eldrazi spawn rather than cast this card. And it has Annihilator 1.
Okay.
So you play like an in-betweeny like ramp style deck where you can get away with like more of the like what would be the green-red monsters style of deck.
Yep.
But you have this backup plan of this is also a giant idiot you could put into play.
Yeah.
But you also get the benefit of sacking tokens, which
Right.
then pumps up your Writhing Chrysalis.
Yep.
No, one
Ding,
of
ding,
us is
ding.
getting for White Elephant.
Oh, this card? Let's go.
That'd be funny.
Because I remember when the initial draft of the Pauper Cube or the Pauper Tubert.
Yeah.
This is a card that Derek picked like second after he had like packed one of Writhing Chrysalis, and I'm like, I looked at this and I'm like, let's go,
Yeah.
let's please do this.
That is cool. The other deck we've seen pop up in challenges, we've seen this. It was like forever ago, but I remember it was a black-green sack deck, and it wasn't like super sacky. Yes, it had like the Carrion Feeder, Mortician Beetle, and like Nestling Shamble.
It's just like the Bayou Groff.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, Bayou Groff.
But its payoffs were stuff like Biograph, which is a 1-green creature plant dog for a 5/4, and as additional cost to cast this card, as additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3. So if you can just sacrifice a creature you don't care about, you get a 2-mana 5/4, and you have stuff to sacrifice to it like Nested Shambler and Blister Pod, which is what we just mentioned, green 1/1. When it dies, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion into play.
Nest Invader is also a Scion maker.
Or Spawn Maker. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Spawn maker, sorry.
Yep.
Not-
Then this deck's other like engine or not engine, but like payoff too was like Bone Picker. We've talked about that before. It's 3 and a black, 3/2, flying Death Touch. It costs 3 less to cast if a creature died this turn, but it's also playing the cheaper sack effects like Village Rites. Because you're not playing artifacts, so you don't care about that. You can just get that trigger immediately, and some Corrupted Conventions, which is just another Village Rites effect. And it played like Tragic Slip, which is kind of cool. I don't know, it's just a cool deck. 4 Rancors if you just need to go that way. I think this deck's really cool.
That's what some of the monsters decks are playing, is like just to go over the top is by playing Rancor. So it sounds kind of sweet.
So I guess like that's like the closest thing to a known deck to that. But it kind of just begs the question: like, is this doing anything better than what the Glee combos are doing right now?
I mean, no. I mean, this is basically you're saying to yourself, I don't want to Glee combo, but I want to do something very similar. Mm-hmm. Like I like honestly this, and the cool thing is you might even be able to get away with it is like it looks like you're playing like the combo, and you just at no point put the combo on the board, but you put the Fear of God in your opponent. That's good. Every turn that you have the combo, and then you just never do. Like you can even just play Basking Broodscale and play no sadistically. Like it's a fine card. like it does make us like a spawn or whatever. So
That's
it works with like my idea of like the put a Hand of Emrakul into play. That sounds so sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so funny.
How easy is it to make like 4 spawn in this format? You can do it on turn 4. But like you just go like turn 2 Malevolent Rumble, turn 3 play like Repurposer, turn 4 Writhing Chrysalis, cast this gigantic idiot.
Yeah.
Like that sounds awesome.
That's totally reasonable.
That sounds amazing.
Just don't snuff out it, please.
Yeah, please. That would be so.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
I worked so hard for this. Don't snuff it out. That's funny. I was I don't know what made me think about this, but I was playing a game of Pauper at pre-release against one of our buddies. They're playing Is It Scred, and I'm playing Jund Brutescale. And I guess what made me think about it is because like it's a very resilient deck. Because I was like so close to beating Is It Scred, which I feel like is a horrible matchup. But it's just like with blood fountains and stuff, and the game goes long. It's like this deck can just like try to combo 4 turns in a row. And like I just had like 6 cards in hand, and they tap out for Lore in your field. I'm like, that's such a bad play. And they're like, yeah, punish me. And I'm like, I can't. And I'm like, I don't have the combo, but that is a bad play. And it was just so funny because they're like, yeah, do something about it. It was kind of like that conversation we had about it. We were like, sometimes you got to make your opponent have it. And I had nothing because they were like, just the
Living
way you've been playing, I don't think
fearlessly.
you got it. I'm like, well, you're right. I don't have it. But that was funny. Hopefully we answered that well. Thomas, do you have any other thoughts to throw that in there?
No, I think the only other card that we mentioned that like kind of sparks a little bit more interest in me is makeshift munitions. You could potentially go, maybe there's a way you can go a little bit leaner, like lean into Malevolent Rumble, maybe get Experimental Synthesizer in there. Maybe that's maybe a tough call with Writhing Chrysalis, but you could then potentially play into some cool Delirium payoffs too. Like Unholy Heat is very attractive at that point. I like the Biograph too. I've thought about that before of just like, what if you just play this on turn 2 every game?
Mm-hmm.
How's a 5/4 coming in? I like that with Rancor.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like the meta is very equipped to kill creatures like that just because like Jund Brutescale being a deck. So it's like people, if they're
people
not.
are prepared with like snuff outs and cast downs and
Yeah.
Galv Blasts with Metalcraft and
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's why the Terror and Cryptic Serpent are such good threats because it's harder to snuff out a Terror with the ward, and 5 toughness is really important.
I was about to say the same thing. It's like we have the ward triggers and like Writhing Chrysalis just being so like disgusting body and stuff, and that's why we're seeing those bodies be playable.
Yeah, I think we need something that's not necessarily just beat downs based in terms of like what you can do when you're sacrificing all these materials. Anyway, I think makeshift munitions is really interesting to think about. Yeah, there's probably something. There's probably something there once we get if whatever next like Modern Horizons or like Masters reprint set comes
don't
out.
talk about that yet.
Marvel?
Too
Something.
soon.
No.
Maybe
not for a
Marvel
while, but
will
like
give us
something
something.
like a Master set, something in that vein.
I'm just giving you
If
a
we
hard
get
time.
another one of those next year, I don't know if we're going to. But if we do get something like that, and they're able to maybe downshift something, to
Doc
give
Ock's
us something,
100% going to
like-
be Jund.
It's not going to be a common.
No,
None
he's
of
also
the
not.
major
watch it.
characters.
He's very is it too.
None of the major characters. No, not,
He's a mad scientist.
right. So it'll probably be like black something, like black blue or whatever.
Mad scientist. That's what the is
an
it guild's
is it
about.
thing.
Yeah,
It's such
sure.
an is it thing.
That is such a is it thing, and he's not like selfish either. He's like,
He was definitely very
yeah,
selfish.
you're right. He was very
It
selfish.
was like he's literally the
It
point
was
of his
about not
character is
dying.
incredibly
Yeah.
selfish.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He did have a turnaround. a
If
little
anything,
bit too,
the lizard guy might be closer to blue red.
That's a very
The guy who
Simic
turned
thing.
himself, the
like
scientist
that's a-
guy who
it's
turned
like
himself
that's
into
a-
a lizard.
It's literally a Simic thing.
Oh, again, that is
It's
a
literally a
Simic
Simic thing.
You are bad at this.
This is why Thomas does not design cards.
Yeah, this is why you're a pro player, and we're not 4-foot players
These
either.
are
Okay,
these allegations
these allegations. Shall we? Shall we?
to the
Challenges?
challenges.
Challenges. Well, yeah, there's an interesting comeback this week.
Don't.
Yes.
Did you see their tweet?
I did see their tweet.
Okay, I did.
I certainly
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, that was funny. Foreshadowing.
Indeed.
All right, what day is it?
Today it's 11:11.
I actually took a really
it's a very powerful day.
I actually took a very nice screenshot today.
At 11:11.
I sure did.
At 11:11
Yes.
I sure did. In fact,
I missed it. I'll
Hold on.
see it later.
in fact, I'll have to go.
I'll see the PM one later.
It'll be up at 11 p.m.
I will, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
me
that's
too.
not truly
I might be playing
that's
Magic,
not
who
truly 11:11.
I'll be
That's
playing Fortnite.
23:11.
Oh my god!
I don't get it.
There are 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
It would be the
Military
23rd
time.
hour of the day.
Yeah, I'm on the military.
Well, it's the 23rd hour of the day.
I think that's just propaganda. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think that's how that works.
Time is a construct we have created.
It is, sure is.
With that being said, should I read off these challenges?
No.
Oh, all right, cool. Well, thanks for listening.
So if he's not reading them, am I reading them?
No.
Are you reading
I'm
them?
reading them.
You're gonna read
no,
Lord.
okay,
I was like,
Thomas,
Lord. I was
take
like,
it
Lord,
away.
help us all.
Yeah, for real. That happened
on
once.
Friday, November.
I had to save you.
Yeah, you did.
8th. Friday, November 8th, we got 47 players in this Pauper Challenge. In 8th place, Regis Hangar 49 on Elves, Speak of the Devil. In 7th place, Pedro Stone on Jund Glee Combo. 0 cleansing wildfires. Thanks, Cameron.
You're welcome.
This is their only loss in the tournament, was their loss in the quarters. In 6th place, Jose Guillermo on Blue Black Fairies. In 5th place, Cabeza de Bolo on Mono Red
Cabeza de
Koldatha.
Bollo.
In 4th place, WCL on Mono Red Koldatha. In 3rd place, Besa de Gea on Blue Black Fairies. Blue Black Fairies making a little showing here. In 2nd place, Mogged back in the streets on Grixis Affinity. And in 1st place, Carrot Eater on Is It Terror.
Shocking.
Yeah,
Carrot Eater
they've
cracked
kind of
this
been on
deck.
this list for a little while.
Yeah,
Nothing-
they've
doesn't
been-
look like anything too crazy showing
Nope.
up in the list.
Love how clean this is. Actually,
Yeah.
they're playing the one copy of Behold the Multiverse. That's new.
Neato.
That's about all it is. Actually, I think they're taking the second, or that would have been the second emblem creature, and turning it into a second Murmuring Mystic.
Love me, Murmuring Mystic.
Mog's list is pretty interesting. It seems very not equipped to beat with Terror in the main board. Maybe just like forgiving that's not the best matchup in the world for you.
With no toxin analysis.
Yeah, no tox analysis and just the one to heal spell bomb in the main board. We have one toxis analysis you'll bring in post board, but you have the 2 blades as well, and of course your 4 red blast effects, or pyroblast effects, red blast effects, whatever you want to call them, and another spell bomb. So you have some stuff to bring in for them
plenty of
too.
tools post board.
Yeah, just foreboding that might be not the best.
And I think if you looked at the data that Kabrilski shared, Terror did not have a very good weekend, I think.
No, it did not. Very weird weekend too. Though,
Yeah, a very weird weekend for a number of reasons, which
Yeah.
I can explain unless you have anything else.
I think
from
it's
Friday.
next week, or not next week. The next day
challenge.
that happened. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just looking at this fairies list. It plays fairies and it plays ninjas. Some very weird numbers in there, like 3 Ninja of a Deep Hours, like 3 Fairy Seers, 1 Gurmag Angular, just like one of those like.
Just having a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
just
just like
cover your bases.
I don't know what I want. I'll
Lots
find
of
it with my
one-ups in the
brainstorm.
spells,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. I'll find it
One
with my
spell pierce,
preordains
agony
and
warp,
stuff like
suffocating
that.
fumes,
Stuff.
one dispel,
For
one
sure,
wither
for
and
sure.
bloom.
Yeah,
You know, just make sure you can cover your bases.
no other
All
thoughts.
that deck's missing is a teachings.
What happened with Saturday's challenge?
All right, so Saturday's challenge on November 9th, they only had 32 players, which is the exact minimum needed. I think there was like a glitch or a bug or something on Magic Online at the time, and so it almost didn't fire. And
It fired
after
the start time.
It was after it was supposed to start, and then with just the minimum number of players. So these numbers a little wonky. Like, for instance, in the top 16, a couple of a number of 3-2s made it into top 8 because there were only 32 players, so it was just the 5 rounds. So a little bit, don't this one just has a little grain of salt, but it doesn't mean we aren't going to talk about it.
Still some very good players up in here.
So, lots of good players in this top 8 still. So in 8th place, WCL, back-to-back top 8s on Mono Red Koldatha. In 7th place, Luffy Chapeau de Paula on Grixis Affinity. In 6th place, Forrester F on Is It Terror. In 5th place, Season of Mists playing Black-Green Glee combo. In 4th place, Beso de Gea back-to-back top 4s on Blue-Black Fairies. In 3rd place, Klein 7 on Mono-Red Koldatha. In 2nd place, Pedrostone, their only loss on Mono-Red Koldatha. And in 1st place, Louise 0211 on Mono-Red Koldatha.
The sky's falling.
I would like to correct you on that one.
How are
That
you?
is one copy of Kadoltha in that list. That is not a Kadoltha deck.
The first place list?
The
Oh,
first place is
it-
one copy of Kadoltha. This is not Kadoltha Red. This is basically burned.
Dude, you were ready for that.
Oh,
I sure was ready. This is playing 4
This
Kessig
is-
Flame
You,
Breeder.
This
said you
is
saw that and
my-
you set a bear trap. You're like, I'm gonna get him.
Yep.
That was
Jesus.
premeditated.
Oh, yeah.
my God, you
100%.
guys.
I was ready to go.
That's like me with the looking. I saw the Jun list, and I'm like, I'm gonna see how many
So-
copies of Wildfire in there.
so-
Yeah, what the hell?
so this list is
We're out to get you.
Guys.
this is foregoing the Kuldotha synergies across the deck. There's one copy of Kuldotha.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because there is like still the insane possibility of like, that card just can run away with games randomly. But you are instead playing the 4 copies of the Kessig Flame Breather. You are playing Ren's Resolves in this list. You are actually one of the first lists I've ever seen play Improvise Club. Not very many lists play
Just
Improvise
a-
Club.
yeah,
I've
it's just
played
a
one every once in a
yeah.
while in my list. It's fine.
2 copies of In the Festivities, but this is like geared to beat the mirror.
Yes.
I would say.
Yeah,
this is geared
'cause-
to beat very much geared to beat the mirror.
You can go a little bit wronger with the Rin's Resolves in the mirror too, and then you have the Kessig Flame Breather, which blocks really nice, and the Festivities to wipe your opponent's Kadolthas
Exactly.
away, like you said.
Plus, you can go
Hippo.
up to 5 and the festivity effects post boards because
yeah,
you have
with
the
your
other 2 plus a
The
tectonic hazard.
Yeah.
The implements are very interesting without the. I guess you still need some
They're
artifacts
trimming down
for,
to 2 implements, so
I guess it makes sense too because you still have the Goblin Tomb Raider, so you want some number of artifacts
right.
too.
And the artifacts still trigger your flame breather because it counts non-creatures instead of
okay,
instant
so that's
sorceries like
fine
Thermal
because I
Alchemist,
was like, where can I jam a Fire Blast here? So this is
Yeah, it's really hard to play Fire Blast with any number of Great Furnace, is what I've found. Sadly, I mean
play
some
one.
of these lists will run like 1, and that's fine. Yeah, I also was hoping there would be like at least 1 Fire Blast here.
Let's just go back up to 4 Smash to Smithereens as well too.
oh yeah,
mean,
smash some smithers.
So yeah, this is a wild little list to
Really
to
sick
win the
little
event.
list. Sweet, congrats to Louise.
Also, cutting the Bushwhacker because you're cutting the.
Because you're cutting cold
The
blood.
Koldatha,
Yeah.
so that's the creature that gets that and the
yeah.
So
The
it's
other
the Flame
goblin.
Breathers, the Clockwork Percussionists, the Voldaren Epicures, and the Tomb Raiders.
Yeah,
That's
Flame
their
Breathers.
creature suite.
Oh
Kessig
yes, yes,
Flame
yes,
Breather,
okay.
yeah, the one thing.
But so you're cutting the Kadolthas,
Cutting everything else.
the Bushwhackers, and what's the other goblin that whenever
The
Blast Runner?
Blast Runner, Lackey, and
Yep.
Less
Yep.
goblins, more burn.
Alrighty.
On to Sunday.
Sunday. We've got 58 players in this Sunday challenge on November 10th. In 8th
Do
place,
you remember?
NV Goblin on Mono-Red Koldatha. In 7th place, NMTSEO94. I haven't seen that name in a few weeks. On Mono Blue Fairies. In 6th place, I Am Crazy One with a K on Jund Glee Combo. In 5th place, DB Sodek on Jund Glee Combo. In 4th place, back-to-backs here from Season of Mist on Black-Green Glee Combo. In 3rd place, Paiganti on Jeskai Ephemerate.
Love
in
to see it.
2nd place, Batutinha on Jund Glee Combo. And it...
They split.
They did a split in first.
They did a
Okay,
split in
and in
finals.
first place, GN42 on Cawgates.
Back, baby.
There
It-
were a lot of words on the old Tweetsville.
No, it's back.
about this.
GM's like, do not play this. It's horrendous. Please, God, do not copy this list. It's bad.
It was really funny too, and they were like, would they say like they don't like the split, but they're like, there's like 0 way this deck beats Birdskill combo.
Scale.
So they're like, yep,
Really?
split. Yeah, you got it. I mean,
Really?
yeah, your interaction is just like all,
I mean, it's just Thraben Charms and Counterspell
and you
for
got
the
like
combo.
you have one. This deck had like what? Oh wait, whoops! I was looking at the Jeskai deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So exactly, like you have Thraben Charm, 2 Thraben Charms for the combo, and then counter spells. So if like you just
Like,
get the
that's it.
rest, you're out of here.
Yeah,
They
that's
just-
fair. That's a good point. Good point.
Yeah, like poop. Just like, I'm sure you just get pooped on
Yeah.
by the
Still,
combo.
the deck is pretty sick. Still playing a couple Outlaw Medics, which is the 2-mana 1/3 from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's a lifelink, and when it dies, you draw a card. So just a nice little blocker against the red decks there. Of course, this deck is also, Sacred Cat shenanigans with Basilisk Gates and pumping up, gaining life. So, generally good at outlasting the red deck there, but also can get run over every once in a while. But yeah. Basically, its matchup into Brute Scale, I think, is one of the biggest reasons we don't see it very much anymore.
As mid-rangey as the format is, like we talked about last episode, Gates have like never felt like so bad right now, because I think, yes, the mid-range decks are fast, but it's like they also have the potential to like play 2 4/4s on turn 3 like Grixis Affinity, or like playing against Jay, I played like a Tolarian Terror on turn 2, and the next turn I played 2 more Tolarian Terrors. It's like, that's pretty fast. Or like turn 1 Delver Flip, turn 2 Delver Flip.
I think one of the biggest reasons that this does not see the play that it once did is like, it is a horrendous deck against the card Writhing Chrysalis. Like, that card is the antithesis of everything this deck does not want to see. It is a colorless threat that you can't blast. It is a colorless threat that you cannot Prismatic Strands. It's a colorless threat that's also has reach, so it kills all of your flyers. It cannot be, or it can also block Guardian of the Guild Pact. Like, it just stops
I can't.
everything in the deck. Like, it is the most horrendous card for this deck.
And I remember when I was playing this deck for a bit too, I played against I think the Mirror Terror only like twice, but like I think I won one, lost one, and they were both just like very hard fought matches. Like at no point was that matchup easy or anything, which is weird because I thought where it's like, okay, like eventually I'll come in on top because I have like the Sacred Cat to 2-for-1 them and like pump and stuff, but it's just like the Terror decks are just good at pressuring you pretty quickly, if they need to. Croissant is just making out on my finger. Hippo, haircut looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just
I was
noticed
gonna
when I
say,
scratched your head.
You're looking quite slick.
Thank you.
Very, very nice and
No,
debonair.
the girl who does my hair just had a child, so I wanted to give her a couple months to be with her new one. So
It's
I finally got it because my hair was looking rough.
You were looking like a hippie.
I need to get cleaned up.
Yeah.
My hair is extremely long.
Yeah?
Yeah. I might get it cut a little shorter than I usually do when I get it trimmed up. I know. Might be a new era.
I'm gonna be the.
No, you won't be. My hair will still be very long. Don't worry.
I can't be a solo long boy hair.
No, you won't be. You won't be alone.
Always love seeing Jeskai Ephemerate show up too again. Just
I thought we were
I would
winding down.
agree.
I like this deck too much.
So having played this deck like a fair amount,
Mm-hmm.
this deck is just super cool.
It has
Like,
61 cards.
It sure does.
we couldn't cut the tune the narrative.
No, I mean, so it's like it's
so
not a
funny.
bad card with having like Archaeomancer loops and stuff,
No.
because you're also a Galvanic Discharge deck. So
Every other turn you could blast something for 5.
yeah, I know. I don't know. Good card with Galvanic Discharge.
Oh,
I, don't know
I
what to tell
agree.
you.
I agree.
But now there's nothing like extraordinary going on here.
Not
Just
really,
like
no.
good player playing good pile of cards.
Yeah. Turns out
That's really what it is.
Yeah, turns out that's
It's just
good.
yeah, good player playing good pile of cards. Because
For
the deck
sure.
the deck is just a bunch of good cards.
Yeah. I would like to point out this Glee combo deck by I Am Crazy One. It is on the 4 Cleansing Wildfires, and I do like
That is not Brood Scale.
what is
It's
this?
Jund. It's Jund.
Oh, this is the
mid-range.
Jund deck.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is the Jund.
It was
like,
labeled Glee
Metalcraft
combo.
Control. I know it was. Okay,
It
so
is-
our
It is not on mine.
This is the Jund
Wildfire
metal craft control.
Was
It's
the
like,
list we talked about playing Nyxborn Hydras too?
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's been like
Okay,
kind of the cool
yeah.
innovation here. This deck is super sick. It's just kind of jamming some of the best parts of Affinity together with some of the best parts of Gardens, and you have just a really sick control deck. This list is really, really sick. We got Refurbished Familiar, Chrysalis, Crocodile Shamans, Nyxborn Hydras, all of the good
Refurbished Familiar is
artifacts.
huge.
Yeah,
too.
Refurbished Familiar really, really good in this deck.
Not literally huge, but just like nice.
Yeah, it's just really, really strong. This is basically what Derek will be playing in our Pauper seat, with a couple little innovations here and there.
Good to know.
This is roughly what we'll be playing. Or
gonna tech
maybe
this.
I'm saying that to put you off the
Oh,
scent.
you're right.
Here's
I'm
the
specifically
problem.
teching against
Here's
him
the
now,
problem.
so I'm kidding.
Derek likes to talk to me about Pauper a lot, so
Oh yeah.
I know what's up.
Yeah, I know you. You guys, we're all gonna know what's up by the just by the end of round 1 or whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously everybody's gonna know.
Yeah.
Speaking of knowing what people are on for the event, I don't think either Cameron or myself have a clue what we are playing for this event, and it's this weekend.
No.
This is awesome.
I have a
great,
clue.
What a great timeline to be in.
I think we're at the both same default.
We both have the same default of if we don't figure out like something we're just like
Mono Blue Terror.
very comfortable, like this is like good deck for us to be playing, we're just gonna play Blue Terror.
Yeah.
Like both of us are probably just gonna play Blue Terror.
I think we're both cocky enough to think like, okay, we can beat people in the Terror Mirror.
Yeah.
And then like,
I think so.
but like playing a bit yesterday with the deck too, with our buddy Devin playing test with one of my teammates and stuff, and just like, holy hell, the bad draws are so bad. Like Devin was giving me crap. He's like, dude, that deck's bad. I'm like, no, it's not. And he's just like giving me crap. He's like, I don't like Thought Scour. I think Thought Scour is a bad card because like when you're Thought Scouring earlier.
No, Thought Scour is insane.
No, Thought Scour is
It's
amazing.
It's just like a variance.
Yeah, it's a
card.
very high variance card, but like it's better in the situations where you can set up a brainstorm, you can put your deep analysis on top of your library, and you know you can hit 2 spells off of it is really good, or to clear your brainstorms is really good. But like I casted 2 Thought Scours, and I needed to hit 2 spells out of 4 mills, and I just hit 1, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I hit like Terror Delver land spell, and I'm just like, and then
like that'll happen. And then the inverse, like when I was in the finals, in game 3 of the finals in the 1K in Louisville, and I needed to hit like all 3, and like my opponent was like behind on lands based on how they sequenced the Bajuka Bog, and I just went like mill like 2 Thought Scour effects, hit all spells, untap Terror, go.
No, exactly.
Like, that happens
but
too.
When
like,
the deck
you
is
know?
on full throttle, it's like,
Yeah, it's
holy
insane.
hell. It's like, this is the Delver deck. I am protecting the queen. You are screwed. I'm staring at my hand of 2 counter spells, a spell pierce, and it's like I have 2 terrors on board. Like, you're not winning. Sorry.
So one of the decks that I saw pop up over the weekend.
I had one more thought about terror too.
Oh, this is
Okay.
Terror thought.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it
Staying-
one more mono blue thought.
Okay.
Sure.
With the playtest with Zelver, with Devin, guess how many terrors were in the bottom 13 cards in my library, including serpents.
Oh, 6.
7. I saw 1, and I am losing my mind. And I'm like, what is going on? And Devin's like, bad deck. And I'm like, no, this is impossible. I'm just
Welcome
like,
to a game of variance.
yeah, just losing my mind. Sorry, Hippo. What were you talking about, brother boy?
So it was a list that you tagged me in. It's not your list, but it was a list you tagged me in. So it was a list from Japan.
Yeah, this is super
that
cool.
That is a super, super cool Teamer Terror list. So it is what would happen if you just put Writhing Crystals into the deck, basically.
Well,
yeah.
It was,
but the cool thing is that you just get to play another just insanely powerful card in the Malevolent Rumble.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, you had 4 Malevolent Rumbles because it mills through your library.
It was like mills cards to put Terror into play faster. It ramps you to Writhing Chrysalis. You just get to play Writhing Crystals in your deck.
It was a funny deck too because it's playing like 2 Avenging Hunters.
Yeah, I mean, so what you're sacrificing in like the leanness of your mana base by playing either like blue red or blue black, or even mono blue. Like, you get to just like supplement that by just playing the best cards of the format.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just get to play both, Malevolent Rumble and Writhing Crystals, and I guess technically Avenging Hunter is an insane card.
And Rumble just also plays into fueling the terrors.
Yeah,
like,
it fuels
really,
both.
really
It's like it does
strong
both of your things that you need it to do.
And we talk a lot about like if on the terror side, if your opponent lands a Writhing Chrysalis, it is so annoying. It's like, cool, I gotta deal with this thing.
But it's like, now you get to be the terror player also putting the Writhing Chrysalis into play.
Exactly. And and you have the spell pierces to protect it from counterspell and stuff.
And you also get to play you also get to play all the land cycles, or some combination of the land cycles. You'll play the 4 Lorien Villa because you're a terror deck, but you also get to play like Oliphants because they're going to search for your lands, and they're also just a fine card to cast. Like, just ramping into Oliphant, a fine card, giving your terror trample. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What's
really
wrong
good.
with that? Like, sick line to
good.
me.
I would be so sketchy the mana base because
That is the only. That is my actual biggest concern about this deck is that its mana cannot be good.
that's what I was saying too. Because like every time our buddies play, is it Delver? I always tell them, this is like Matt and Devin. I'm always telling them like, dude, Mountain is the worst card in your library. Like actually playing Mountain on like in the Terror Mirror, playing Mountain turns 1 through 3 loses you the game. And if you have to go Mountain, Skredda Delver, cool, I can tap out for a Terror on turn 3. And like if I'm
I think it's just like you're sacrificing the consistency of playing the mono blue by playing basically more powerful spells.
Yes, but one more thing I'll say about this list too is like we talk about this weird constraint the format has right now where it's a lot of it, like when I was looking for a deck to play for the trios, a lot of the problem was it's like, okay, this lines up really, really good against the terror threats. Like Tithing Blade and stuff. I have Tithing Blades to kill terror. Like that's really good against terror decks. But now like Tithing Blade sucks against Writhing Chrysalis because they have the spawns. Innocent Blood, the instant
way
speed.
Too slow against mono red.
Instant speed Edict, Innocent Blood sucks against Writhing Chrysalis because cast trigger. So it's like having both of these as your threats is so awkward because it's like your spot removal, you're going to keep summoning for Tolarian Terror because you need it, but now with this deck it's like your blast effects aren't just terror killers, you know what I mean? Like you have these Writhing Chrysalises and Avenging Hunters that you can't red blast and kill. So it's interesting. Like if you get off the ground, I think this deck is sick, and that's what the 3 breath weapons is like. Definitely a nod to like, yeah, this can't like stonewall the Kadoltha deck and just like power out a terror and stonewall them as quick as like the 4 mental note 4 thought scour decks can, because I feel like that's how you win game 1 against Kadoltha with the mono blue terror.
Yeah, you ideally get a Delver that flips and doesn't get killed, or if it does, then that's how they spend their turn instead of developing threats.
Yeah,
and then you just like slam a couple terrors, and then maybe you counterspell a bushwhacker.
I feel like you need like to win that as mono blue. You need turn 1 Delver and like turn 2 mental note, or like thought scour just to get your
like
terrors
turn 3
going.
at least one snake on turn 3. At least one snake on turn 3.
It's hard though. It's like a lot needs to go right for the mono blue side on that. But then post board, it's like you just
blue blast, hydro blast everything.
Basically, if something hits the stack, you will blue blast it.
Yeah,
like
for the most part,
like it almost doesn't matter what it is, you will blue blast it.
Just blue blast it, fill the graveyard, get a snake.
Yeah,
go down.
But no, that was a list I saw that I was intrigued to try. Again, I'm very sketched of the mana. Probably not the event that I would like to try this at. No. This might be like one of those ones that I would hand you to play.
That's not a brew. Well,
it's not a brew, but it's
pretty cool.
I was like, it's still a cool deck.
Yeah, it's not your brew, but yeah, I would accept
not my
that.
brew, but it is a sick deck that I personally would like to play.
I would accept it.
Yeah, like so. That's 2 Writhing Crystals decks that we've come up with so far for that. No, I've considered like all the like top dogs, like Grixis Affinity, Mono Red, so on and so forth. Is it terror? There's tons of options. I think basically just feel comfortable with whatever you're playing. Like have a plan against like there's like the big 5 or 4 or 5. You've got like green red monsters, mono blue terror, Grixis Affinity,
mono red
Kuldotha, and what's the last one I'm missing? Glee combo.
Yeah.
So those are like the big 5. Basically, you just need to be
Coggates is back.
You just need to be no, it's not. You just need to be like have a plan. Like accept that you will lose to like one of these decks as whatever deck you were playing. Like you will accept that you lose to these. You like solidly beat like 2 of the other ones, and then that's just kind of how your day goes. Hope to get paired correctly.
And see, there's that weird split of like being good against terror and being good against the Writhing Chrysalis decks again.
Yep.
Yeah. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening to us. If you would like to leave us a review or some 5 stars, you can do that on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Spotify is making it super easy to leave reviews and leave comments and stuff like that, so we love that. If you have any questions for us, you can send them over to commongroundmtgpod@gmail.com, or you can DM us, any of us on Twitter. All those will be in the bio of the podcast description below, as well as signups for a Team Trios event coming this weekend.
And the Twitch link, so you can watch coverage. Maybe some of us will be on coverage at any point.
I was like, maybe catch Thomas not playing Pauper.
Hey.
Boo.
Well, I didn't talk. I'm going to play Bolt Wave in Standard. That's what I'm playing. Woohoo.
So you're playing your Pauper deck in Standard. Cool.
Kind of.
something like that.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Like monstrous rages.
Yeah. Monstrous Rage is pretty busted.
It's pretty great.
Heartfire
It's just
Hero.
lightning bolt. It's just 3 damage.
Yeah,
right?
it's more than Lightning Bolt.
It's just 3 damage.
Yeah, it's more than
And
that.
a 1-drop that's better than Monastery Mentor.
Mentor.
Mentor?
Or Monastery Swift Spear.
I was like,
Oh, I also played Monastery Swift Spear. There's multiple 1-drops. Better
yeah,
than
but you have
Monastery Swift
two.
Spear.
You have 2 1-drops better than Monastery Swift
Yeah,
Spear.
yeah. I might be cutting. I might be only playing 2 Monastery Swift Spear and 4 of my other 1-drops.
Yeah, imagine if Heartfire Hero was a common, but we don't have to imagine that because that's not the world we live in.
that's right. We don't want to imagine what we have. We just want to love what we do.
Be thankful this year, even though it's really hard to be thankful right now.
For lots of reasons, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
Look
Be
after
thankful.
your friends. Look after your loved ones.
Yeah,
that's right. Goodbye, everyone.
Call your parents when you think of them. Tell your friends when you love them.
Thanks for listening, fam.
Goodbye, everyone.
They're just some of the best cards in the format, period, for a reason. What?
It tickles.
What? Oh, you're the cat?
Yeah, he's just
He's licking your
licking
hand.
it. Yeah.
It's because your hand's unclean.
Oh, licking your hand.
It probably tastes like McDonald's salt.
Yeah.
The
No,
dongles.
that's why cats clean you. They think you're unclean.
I think you're unclean.
Just true.
Does that taste like McDonald's?